Spider-Man fans, hello and welcome to the Movies Hut. Today, we're here to discuss one of the most burning questions in the Spider-Man world. Will Peter Parker and MJ ever be together again? After watching Spider-Man No Way Home, it's hard not to feel sad for the couple, especially since the movie ends in a way that makes you feel bad for them. But as it turns out, Peter and MJ's future may be brighter than we thought at first. But before we move into it, please subscribe to our channel so you'll get all the uploads from us. In No Way Home, Peter and MJ's relationship is at the center of the story from the very beginning. The movie shows how the couple has to deal with more public attention and hardships than they've ever had to before. Like many other Spider-Man movies, No Way Home ends on a bittersweet note for the couple. Peter was willing to let his loved ones know who he was in order to save the whole multiverse. In the last few minutes of No Way Home, Holland's friendly neighborhood web-slinger goes to see MJ to remind her who he is. But when he sees how happy and peaceful her life has become without him, Peter changes his mind and leaves without bringing up their past. The ending of No Way Home is heartbreaking, but two small details in the script suggest that MJ and Peter's future may be brighter than fans think. The official script for Spider-Man No Way Home is now available to the public. It gives new details about Peter and MJ's last scene together. One sharp-eyed Reddit user pointed out that the script version of the couple's last conversation says that MJ watches Peter leave with a lingering sense of recognition. Earlier in the scene, the script says that MJ has a feeling of déjà vu when Peter says back to her what she has said about disappointment. Together, these two plot points suggest that Peter's interaction with her may have made her feel more than the movie would have you think. Given how important both Tom Holland and Zendaya are to Marvel and Sony Spider-Man movies, it shouldn't be too surprising that they'll probably be back together in one of the sequels to No Way Home. Whether or not they get back together in Holland's next MCU adventure is still unknown. But even if Marvel and Sony decide to put Peter and MJ back together later, these parts of the No Way Home script leave open the possibility that Doctor Strange's spell at the end of the movie may not have worked as well as Peter thinks it did. At the very least, these beats suggest that MJ will remember the time she spent with Peter before Strange's spell. And if MJ's love for Peter is strong enough to break the spell's limits, what's to say that the same thing couldn't happen with some of Peter's other important people? Like, say, Jacob Batalon's Ned and Jon Favreau's Happy. After the success of Spider-Man No Way Home, Sony and Marvel can take their superhero franchise, starring Tom Holland, anywhere they want. But No Way Home shows that Peter and MJ's relationship will still be a big part of the MCU Spider-Man movies, no matter where the franchise goes from here. The No Way Home script just makes it more likely that Zendaya's character MJ will go after Holland's character Peter, instead of the other way around. That makes it possible that the spell could be broken for some characters like MJ and Ned. Maybe Peter is still in those old school photos. And it's something like that that makes MJ want to find out who this nerdy kid is. Even though these script details give us hope for Peter and MJ's future, it's important to remember that it's up to Marvel and Sony to decide where their relationship goes in future movies. But since Holland and Zendaya are such important parts of the Spider-Man franchise, it's hard to see them keeping Peter and MJ apart for good. So what does this mean for the future of Peter and MJ? Will they get back together in another Spider-Man movie? Will MJ think about the time she spent with Peter and try to find him? Time will tell, but one thing is certain. Peter and MJ's relationship will always be an important part of the Spider-Man series. So what are your thoughts? Will Peter and MJ be reunited in the future? Who do you think will do something first? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Spider-Man content and discussions. Thank you for coming to watch!